Forest. Forest. Let's go. All right, so most of you are probably wondering what I'm doing out here in the woods. So in the past, I mainly built this channel primarily for Magic the Gathering, box breaks and stuff like that. But I have a lot of other passions too, and one of them happens to be outdoor recreation. So today I decided to get out and do some hiking. I picked up some new gear. I wanted to share with you guys the gear that I picked up and also why I picked it. If you are a thru hiker or a ultra light backpacker, this video is not going to be for you, so go ahead and just skip it all together. This video is going to be for I got a few friends that, you know, we like to get out and do some hiking in the woods, hanging out in the woods, playing Magic in the woods. So I picked up some new gear to kind of be able to get a little deeper in the woods with them. And I just wanted to share it with you guys and let you know what I got and why I picked it. So we'll get started. So my bag of choice was the Osprey Kestral 48. I was looking at some cheaper bags on Amazon and happened to come across this one. It was on Facebook Marketplace. It was brand new. Guy still had the tags on it, and I picked it up for a steal at 60 bucks. So that's why I ended up with the Kestral. Otherwise, I probably would have went with something around the same price point on Amazon. And so let's get into the bag here. All right, so like I said, this is not your ultralight backpacking through hiking video. The first thing that we have in here is going to be the one Tigris backpacking chair. We're going to need a place to sit if we're going to be, you know, outside playing some MTG. So I'll throw it together, let you guys kind of see what that looks like. I believe this was around 50 bucks, 60 bucks, something like that on Amazon. And so there you have item number one. The one Tigris high back backpacking chair. Not too shabby. I will say one thing that I can tell is going to be a problem already is the legs on this is starting to sink in the ground. Granted, yes, I am a bigger guy. The ground's also a little bit wet. So one thing to keep in mind about these chairs is the location that you set them up in. Move on to item number two. All right, so item number two is going to be a combination of things. I've got my food bag where I'll keep my snacks, my coffee, my Mountain House meals, whatnot like that. I've got a little stainless steel Mora knife, And this is what I cook everything on. I'll show you that. This is the Jetboil Sole. I've had this for years, and I really like it. Everything you need to cook is right here. So, you know, if you want to take some canned goods, you can heat them up in here. You can boil water super quick in here. You guys can look up informational videos about this if you're wanting to see how it works. I'm out here today. I'm not going to be doing any cooking. I did pick up a French press for this, so it's got a little screen and a little push down so you can make your coffee in the morning. And I've been out on a few trips with this, and I do everything on it. I mean, coffee, water, food, you name it. I cook it right here on this. So highly recommend this. I don't know what these are at today. I picked this one up when I think it was Gander Mountain was going out of business, and I think I got it for like 50 or 60 bucks, which I thought was a steal. So highly recommend the Jetboil Sole, or there's several other lighter weight models out today. Excellent cooking system. Okay, item number 3. We got a little baggie here. It's got some goodies in it. I keep a power bank for charging my phone, and also powering this little fan that I plan to hook up in my hammock to help keep me cool at night. All it does is it just sits into this power bank. It draws very low power. Should run all night. You can bend this whichever direction that you want to help face you. Ooh, that's nice. But that is the fan that I chose, just because it's lightweight and I don't want to be packing too much. I do try to keep that in mind, because I have been the guy who goes out on the woods with 50-60 pounds of supplies strapped to their back and just totally miserable. So I do keep that in mind. I have a Sawyer Mini water filtration system, which I have a Yuko bag and basically a smart water bottle, and that is my filtration system for cleaning out all my sediments and whatnot in water. The other thing I have, and this is just it's a little extra, I'll admit, but it kind of helps set the mood at night. It's a little Yuko lantern, and it just pops up like that. It's a little light that you can hang over by your hammock. I've used it one night already, and over a lantern, like a LED lantern, I really like this. It kind of has a nice little vibe to it. It doesn't weigh a whole lot. I think the candles last about 12 hours, 9 to 12 hours per candle. They're pretty cheap, and overall it's not very heavy. Actually, I think my LED lantern was heavier than that. So that is item number 3, I think it was. So yeah, we'll move on. Item number 4. This is a small collapsible table for you to keep all your stuff on at nighttime, or while you're hanging out with the guys, playing cards, whatever. This is just something that you can set over by your camp setup, and be able to keep all your stuff on. So I'll set that up for you and let you see what that looks like. All right, and we're back. So this is the little table I was telling you about. This one is made by Villy. There's a bunch of manufacturers of them. I just happen to like the green on this one, so that's why I picked it. But yeah, nice little table for you guys to be able to, pop your stuff on, set your lantern on over by your tent or your hammock, whatever you're camping in. Just a nice little spot for you to keep your stuff. So we'll move on to the next one. Item number 5, we have the One Tigris compound hammock. I chose this hammock for a couple of the features that it has. It has adjustable ridge line, has a built-in bug net. had a lot of great reviews on it. This bag actually turns into a little hanger that you can hang inside the hammock to kind of, you know, pitch all your stuff in at night. My little fan's gonna slide right in here and point down over my face is the plan. So we'll see how that works out, because I haven't put this together yet. So this will be the first time for me, and I won't drag you through all that. I'm gonna set it up here between these trees behind me, and I'll bring you guys back when we're done. All right, guys, so we're back. This is the one Tigris compound. The main reason I selected this specific one was because it has the YKK zippers, which are nice and smooth. The videos I watched, everybody, you know, raved about how nice the zippers were on this one. It does have these little spots here on the side where you can pin these out and kind of give your hammock a little bit of body. I really liked that. You know, with me being a bigger guy, I don't want to feel claustrophobic, and this is kind of supposed to help with that a little bit. So it was fairly easy to set up. You just wrap these around, you know, adjust your tension. Another feature that I liked about this specific hammock was that it had this adjustable ridge line in it, so you can tension this up as tight as you want, and I will probably run it fairly tight to be able to hang your stuff on, keep your bug net up and off of you. Here's how easy this thing zips up. No catches at all. It also has another item on the inside that I don't know if I'll use it or not. Maybe in the colder months, if we get out and do some winter camping, which we have done in the past. I froze my butt off the last time we went. There's this little bag up here, and it keeps this section right here. So when you're in your hammock and you throw your blanket or whatever you're sleeping with on, you can pull these tight on the sides and zip it all the way up to your face. And what this does is this creates a moisture barrier between yourself and your blanket, your sleeping bag, your underquilt, whatever it is that, not necessarily your underquilt, but your top cover. So that way condensation and you know, frost, depending on how cold it is, if it does get on top of your hammock, it will be on top of this section and not on top of your whatever it is that's keeping you warm. It also has these little clips here that you can clip this up to kind of create this little cocoon for yourself. This one needs to slide down. So I'll clip them up. Like I said, I don't know how often I'll use this. It will probably just stay bundled up down there on the in the bag. So all this clips up here like this. Kind of keeps it up off of you. And yeah, just an extra layer for protection from the cold. Like I said, you flip your bug net over, you zip all this up. You know, you got your underquilt on there, your pillow, your blanket, and you're good to go. You're snug as a bug in a rug. You know what I'm saying? So we will go ahead and move on to the next items, which will be the underquilt and the top quilt and the rainfly. And I'll get that all set up, and then maybe I'll just lay down in it and take a little nap. I don't know. All right, we'll be back. All right. Next item will be the one Tigris underquilt. I believe the name on this one was the Night Protector. There's a lot of underquilts out there. This one had fairly good reviews and you know, matched my stuff, so I just grabbed it. So yeah, let's pull this out of here, and we will slap that baby on and go from there. So bring you right back when I get this on. All right, so there it is with the underquilt on. One thing I did have to do, and I didn't see this mentioned in any other videos that I watched while picking this up, was you know, it went on very easy. Everything just kind of slides in there like a taco. But I did have to loosen up these straps that is supposed to kind of help give this hammock some body. Not too big of a deal. Definitely not any reason to deter away from this product. Just something to note. So that leads us to our next item, which is the One Tigris loft blanket. Me and my son went out camping last week, and we camped on a cot, and I'm telling you what, this thing was magnificent. It packs down super small, it's lightweight, it lofts up real nice. Everything on here is stitched in a square, so that way your loft that's in there doesn't all slide to one end of the blanket. This thing fluffs up nice, and it is warm. I think over carrying a sleeping bag, I'll just be using this. You know, I think it is a 3-season top quilt anyways, so that's my plan. I mean, unless it's super cold out, you know, in the 30s probably, I'm gonna be probably using this thing and that under quilt. So I just slide this in here like this, and that'll be my top quilt. You know, everything kind of, get your under quilt, your top quilt, stay nice and warm in there. Which leads me to the next item. My buddy James turned me on to this one. And I was a little hesitant at first because in the past, inflatable pillows that I've tried, I hated all of them. I never did use the Thermarest one. But this guy right here, when me and my son went camping last week, this is a very nice pillow. All you gotta do is just crack this little valve open. It's self-inflating. And I kind of run it on the, I don't like a lot of inflation in it because I don't like feeling like I'm laying in on a trash bag per se. So this thing has some cushion already in it. It's like some foam material inside there. So what I do is I let it air up all on its own. Then I like to squeeze a little bit of air out, tighten that valve down, and that way my head is mainly resting on just the foam portions of this. And it worked out really nice last week. I was super comfortable with it. So I'll slide that in there, right up there at the top. I'm a bit of a side sleeper most of the time, so that pillow should help me out a lot. We'll go on to the next item. All right, the next item will be a One Wind Rainfly. I selected this one because it does have the doors on it. Like I said, you know, if we get out camping in cold weather, this kind of helps keep some of that off of you. It also, with the doors, will help protect from the rain. If we're getting rained on, you know, I go in there, I close up the doors, climb into my little nookie there, grab my phone, grab a Lord of the Rings book or something, and, you know, just hang out for the rest of the day, just chill in my hammock. So I'm gonna throw this up, and we'll see what it looks like. I'll bring you back here in just a second. All right, guys, so here's the One Wind Rainfly. I believe it's a 10 by 10 Rainfly. I didn't set it up with the doors. This could actually be set up a little bit better. Just the situation that I'm in and the tools that I brought. This is the first time I'm setting it up, and I'm lacking a few things. It's not set up. To do the doors, you have to kind of rotate everything, and I don't have everything set up, and I didn't want to mess with it today. This kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like. It does come with these red stakes. There's 4 of them, and there's some rope in there. Give you an idea kind of of what you're looking at. You'd want to stake these down on the ground so that any water that you get does run down to the ground and not pull up on top of there. Everything is double stitch and taped on here. Real nice quality fabric. Reviews was great on this online. In order to do the doors, I'm going to have to rotate this, and then basically what would happen is these clips here would in turn turn and clip over to these. Something like that. Like I said, yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research on this, so yeah, we'll have to come back to that another day. One other item I did want to show you that is available, not just for the One Wind makes one. That's the one I picked up. It was like 15 bucks, 16 bucks. It's called a snake skin. So it allows you to, during the day when you're not using your rain flyer, you don't need it, you can bundle all that up in a nice little compact deal while continuing to keep it hanging up above your hammock. So we'll come back and I'll show you that. We'll come back. All right, so this is the snake skin. Pretty cool little product that I happened to find while I was doing all this research, and I'll show you how that works. Basically a bag that is on the end of this, and what you're going to do is just kind of bunch this up as you come down through here, and you only have to install it once. So after you install it the one time, you then can keep the snake skin on your rain fly at all times. I don't trip over that. This will slide down over your rain fly. Keeps everything nice and neat. Got a little cinch around the end. Cinch that up. Go back over here on this other side. Cinch that up. Then your rain fly is stored nice and neat above your hammock in the event that you don't need it, and you want to watch the stars at night. So I thought that was pretty cool, pretty slick little piece. A couple other things I'm going to show you, things that I missed that I remembered as I was going through. I wanted to show you the bag that clips on to the hammock. So this is your hammock bag, and it has some clips up top here. You can, I'm going to do it the other way. Put this bad dude on here like this. Maybe. So that'll sit in there like that. Just a place for you to keep your stuff. And like I showed you earlier, my little handy dandy fan. Plan is to set this down in here, plug this dude in, and I can point that over towards me during the night while I'm in here sleeping. Keep me a nice little breeze going in there. And I think that's about it, guys. Of course, I keep some bug spray in a bag. And one other item in here that I didn't show you guys is just a little Columbia rain jacket. That's about it. Like I said, if this is not a setup for somebody who's going to be doing any through hiking, if you're going long distances, this is just what I use with me and my buddies for a couple nights out in the woods playing some Magic the Gathering, or sitting around a fire drinking a cold one, having a good time. This is kind of what I would carry. And yeah, there's quite a few luxury items, I know that, but if I was going to be doing some true hiking, some long distance hiking, we've talked about doing some long distance stuff. I would cut out a lot of this stuff. Probably the table and chair would be the first things to go. But overall, after all this stuff is in my pack's still under 25 pounds. That's food, water, table, chair, whole 9 yards. Only thing that I would add to it would probably be maybe an extra shirt and some underwear, a pair of socks, maybe a pair of water shoes or Crocs or something like that. But other than that, yeah, this would be the setup. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you coming to the new channel, The Wilderness Wizard. I hope that you liked the video. Hope you saw some cool stuff. I'll try to put some links into the description, to show you guys, where I found all this. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. So a lot of extra work. I mean, if you saw something on the video that you liked, I got it on Amazon. So just go on there, search it up, and you'll be able to find it. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Especially if you're in the outdoors or magic cards, or just having a good time altogether. There will be a lot more stuff to come. We'll probably have some fishing videos, hiking, backpacking, regular camping, might be some racing. You never know what you'll find on this channel, but there's always going to be something for everybody. So please do like and subscribe to the video. I don't have a lot of subscribers right now, but hopefully in the near future we'll change that. And yeah, have a great day. Which will be the top quilt. I picked out this one Tigris. It is a duck feather or duck loft blanket of some sort. What is the name of it? Try that again. So that leads us to our next item, which is the one Tigris loft blanket. I'm gonna throw this up and we'll see what it looks like. I'll bring you back here in just a second. mess.